Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Shroud of the Avatar. My name is Caballero and excuse me. Okay, so I'm here to learn a couple of specialization skill, and I'm thinking of learning Polearm and Life. Okay, so unfortunately, as you have seen, Shroud of the Avatar, I was disconnected from the game. Let's look at that. It says here Altair 9000 networking connection closed by server. My goodness, so what's happening? Okay, so memory usage is at 91%. Again, Shroud of the Avatar is using a ton of memory. Wow. So sadly, I only have like 8 GB of RAM. Of course, for those who have like 128 GB of RAM, losing memory or RAM is not a big problem. But for those who has a an older machine or a not so powerful machine like my machine, it's not very powerful. Just this morning I had problems. I had problems with the monitor. It suddenly went black. So it seems that the connection, the cable connection from the monitor to the the what do you call that, behind the video card at the back of the CPU case, the connection is somewhat loose. So I had some problems with my monitor. Okay, so it just went black, and then I have to wiggle the cable and the connecting parts. See, I'm not a very technical person. I don't even know what those parts are called. Or plug, the male and female plug at the end of the cable, and the connector at the back of the case. Okay, so it was loose. I had to wiggle it a few times, maybe not just a few times, a lot of times, until there was a connection between the the video card and the monitor. Okay, so right now, look at that. I have this problem, so I'll have to close Shroud of the Avatar. This will take like forever. See that? It's still there. RAM usage is at 90%, and I don't have anything that is running except maybe OBS and Fuvar, which is my music player, and of course Shroud of the Avatar. Those are the only things running, and it used up Shroud of the Avatar used up like all 8 GB. My goodness. Wow. Well, Razer is also running, but it doesn't use a lot of RAM. So Shroud of the Avatar uses like 5 to 6 GB of RAM. So when that happens, everything slows down. And there were times when what do you call this? It used up. It went to 100%, and my computer just froze. It just froze. And the only way I was able to unfreeze it was to, restart the boot the computer. Okay, so right now I'm doing nothing. Again, I'm going to learn a couple of specialization skills under the Polearm and Life tree, or life skills. I believe life is a magic skill. I don't know. To me, they're all skills. And I'm just waiting for the Shroud of the Avatar to fully remove itself from RAM. Okay, so RAM usage is down to 20%. See, I'm only using 20% RAM, and when it goes to like 90 or 95, that means Shroud of the Avatar is using like 75% RAM. My goodness, why is it doing that? Okay, sadly I won't be able to upgrade my motherboard anymore, or my my RAM, because my motherboard only supports like 8 GB. So in order to upgrade, I'll need to buy a better motherboard that supports over 8 GB of RAM, maybe 16 or 32 GB. But I'm not going to do that right now because it's still a good motherboard and I don't have a lot of money. I may sell things in the player marketplace, but seriously, selling items in the player marketplace will not make you rich. Anyone who thinks that it will make them rich, nope, it won't make you rich. You'll have some cash, enough cash to buy things from the add-on store, and buy other things online like new games, things like that, but it will not make you rich, like allow you to buy a new house or things, or big things or expensive things like that. Okay, so now I can restart. My goodness, restarting Shroud of the Avatar. 9 minutes, then it will take like another few minutes. I don't see this loading improvement that a lot of players are talking about in the forum. So there are players in the forum saying that, ooh, my goodness, yeah, improvement, awesome. I don't see it. Again, it must be because I only have like 8 GB of RAM, and my video card is not that great. It's just a GT. I didn't know there were two kinds of NVIDIA video card, a GT and a GTX card. It seems that the GT card is like the budget version of the GTX. It's not as powerful. It's like what, 1% as powerful as its GTX counterpart. So it's not a very powerful video card. I thought it was, but it's not. Okay, log in through Steam. You'll see that I'm logging in. And then, okay, so Novia resume. So I'm going to travel to Jaana Ford, because that's where the Polearm master is. So you'll need, if you wish to learn a specialization skill, you'll need to find a advanced master or an expert trainer. But I think they're called advanced trainer. In any case, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Those NPCs that will teach you higher level skills under a certain skill tree. Okay, so we're still waiting, and the game is not responding. It says here on the window, on the border, Shroud of the Avatar not responding. Okay, so now it's responding. So it stopped responding. Again, it stopped responding. It does that. I don't know why. Why it does that? I don't know. So we'll just have to wait until it completes its loading process. And it's still not responding. Wow. So we're over a minute. Just loading. Over a minute. It might take another minute, so I really don't see that speed, the speed that they're saying when it comes to Shroud of the Avatar loading. Again, of course, it could also be system dependent. If you have like a freaking awesome, insane, amazing, magnificent machine, maybe an i10. What's that? An i10. I believe there's an i9, i7, and you have the most powerful video card in the world, maybe, and the fastest. I'm not sure if internet speed affects the loading speed. Okay, so less than 2 minutes, I think. It's just an estimate, unless of course it reaches like, yep, less than 2 minutes to load Novia. And my RAM usage is already at 85%. Okay, so let's greet Levetra. Okay, so now I'll be able to travel. Maybe I should switch to single player online. Maybe that will save some RAM. So I'm on the overworld. For those watching who are not familiar with Shroud of the Avatar, this is the overworld map. And if you are, saying something in the comment section or chat section in Twitch or comment section in YouTube, unfortunately I won't be able to reply because I don't have any browsers open. The only thing that's open is Shroud of the Avatar, OBS, and my music player. The reason for that is to save RAM, because Shroud of the Avatar uses like 6 GB of RAM. It could go higher. There is a memory leak. I'm not sure why they're not addressing it. There is a memory leak, because even if you just stay on the overworld map and just sit there AFK, your RAM usage will increase. Shroud of the Avatar's RAM usage will increase even when you're not doing anything. So it's a definite sign of a memory leak, and they're not trying to fix it. I'm sure they're trying, but okay, so I'm at the wrong area. So I'm trying to go to South Paladis. I'll have to cross the Nightshade Pass, something like that. Lag. So I'll have to cross a pass, which is very annoying. And there are players who are like really angry about it. They hate the fact that they need to go through a pass, but it's annoying, but it's part of the game, so I don't complain about it. And here we have some people. I don't know what they're doing, but they're right here. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. We have here Wombi. We have Angus. Okay, Angus just unfriended me, by the way. I don't know why. We have here Asbury, Baker. We have Jackson Assist. So there's some kind of performance by Jackson Assist. What are you guys doing? Okay, the only thing I heard was Lee Rossum asked how to grant a buff like an obsidian potion for food. Okay, so Core, maybe the reason why everyone is here is because of Core. Core is as you know, is a developer. Well, he's now working. He is a player, a very good PvPer, a popular player, but now he's also a developer. Over here we have Magnus Sarwadin. So we have some prominent people here, like Stu Gots. So For some reason, his name is familiar. There's also Poly Walnuts, another. I'm not sure if he is well known, but a familiar name. Of course, he's a guildmate. We also have like Devil Cut. Okay, so I believe Magnus is a Serenite. Yep, look at that. It's in his guild tag, Serenite. And of course, Britannian Mining Corporation. We can see some guilds here: Memento Mori, Healer, House Serenite of Grunwald. What else? Carpe Noctem, and of course, who can forget that, the Evil Guild. So the entrance to the Veil has 4K. Okay, so maybe they're here because they're waiting for the entrance of the Lost Veil. It's a new adventure zone in Shroud of the Avatar. So maybe they're here waiting for the entrance to enter. Anyway, I'm not here to join this group. I'm here to go to Jaana Ford. I have things to do. I don't spend time just waiting for something. Okay, so I'm going to enter Nightshade Pass. So Nightshade Pass is not a very difficult pass. I think it's Skull 3 or Tire 3. So a newbie can run through it. Yeah, just run through it. Don't. If you're a newbie and you started in the Path of Courage because you are full of courage, so you started in the Path of Courage and you want to go outside South Paladis, don't be afraid to go through Nightshade Pass. Just run through it. I suggest you get healing, healing touch at least, and then just run through it. You won't die. Of course, if you die, you can, as a ghost, go to the other side. And dying when you're still new or a new avatar, dying won't really affect you that much. Dying only becomes a problem when you are when you're already a higher level avatar, or if your avatar is like over 100 or something like that. Okay, so in my case, I'm just going to run through it. Okay, so this is what I do when I'm crossing Nightshade Pass. I just run through it. Just run. And when I say run through it, I literally mean run through it. See what I'll do. I'll run through it. Just through it. Through it. I'm not even going to turn. Okay, look at that. You see that V-shaped marker, like the two mountains, the what do you call this? The middle part or the valley. So just run, just go through it. It will lead you to the exit. So that is how you go through Nightshade Pass. See that? See that? It's the path. Look at that. You can see the path. So if you're a newbie, again, don't be afraid to just run through Nightshade Pass. And I'm invisible. I got hit. I'm using dash, but even if you don't have dash, just go through it. Don't even use the path. Well, use the path, but don't follow it and just cross or swim through the lake or river. It's a very big river, by the way. And there you go. That is how you go through Nightshade Pass. Easy. Again, guys, if you're watching, if anybody is watching, I'm sure no one is watching. I had this I received this comment like, well, I forgot when. I already deleted it. Says that no one's watching my videos. That's okay. Okay, so my RAM usage is now up to 89%. Okay, so I just wanted to go to Joanna Ford, and it's taking me a while to get to Joanna Ford or Jana Ford. I'm going to read it. I'm going to say it as Joanna Ford because that is how it's spelled or spelled. There's a Scorpion. Watch out for the Scorpion. Again, Joanna Ford is located in South Paladis. See that? It's Joanna Ford and it's under siege. Besieged town. Okay, so let's enter Joanna Ford. And I'm at 90%. Okay, so I'll have to, shut down or, exit Shroud of the only way to clear that is to exit the game. There's no other way of clearing that. Clearing the RAM usage. My goodness. If this goes on, there will be a time when I won't be able to play the game anymore. Okay, so if you're in a siege and you don't want to go through the siege, you can go around the siege. See that? Just turn to your left and you'll see a scout and there is a path, and all you have to do is follow that path. Again, I'm casting dash. It's not sprint, it's dash. Dash is faster than sprint, but it only lasts for a few seconds. Sprint has a longer duration, but it's not as fast as dash. And sprint will only work if you're wearing light armor, while dash will work with heavy armor or plate armor. So it doesn't care whether you're wearing light or heavy armor. See that? I didn't went through the siege. I didn't fight anyone. I just run through it. Yeah, running through it. That's how you get through things in Shroud of the Avatar. You run through it. Again, loading screen, of course. Shroud of the loading screen, or maybe loading screen of the Avatar. It's like Second Life all over again when everything loads. Okay, so I'm at Joanna Ford. Can you afford Joanna Ford? Okay, so I'm going to town. Let's go to town. There is the town of Joanna Ford. So the Polearm Master is somewhere here in town. According to the forum, it's with the other trainers. So where are the trainers? Where art thou, trainers? Okay, so here we have a small camp of refugees. I'm looking for the trainers. Merchants, we have the merchants. Vegetable merchant. What is this thing? Merchant Square. Oh my goodness, I don't know where the trainers are. Innkeeper. There is an innkeeper. We have a guild registrar. If you want to start your own guild. We have here the barkeep. I need to. Where are the skill trainers? There you go. There he is. So the master polearm trainer. Nice. And look at that. Now I can learn for only 100 gold. I can learn the polearm specialization. And there you go. Okay, so let's level up the polearm specialization. Look at that, I'm attacking. Ah! Caballero Kid's skill, Polearm specialization has increased to level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9. Okay, so what's happening? 12.5. Is it increasing my base damage? It's not doing anything. What? How about my 58.1 damage? Polearm mastery. Okay, look at that. Burn, baby, burn. Still at 58.1. It's not changing anything. Let's check again. Still at 58.1. Still at 38 to 64 physical damage. Ah, look at that. We have Evium. Hello, Evium. What are you doing here, Evium? Are you here to train as well? Polearm specialization is a devotion of oneself in the study of long-hafted. I don't know. It's the text is so small. Okay. So if you look at the video, the game window is only 480p. It's because I'm playing the game in. I'm also playing the game in 480p. That's why the game window on the video is only 480p. But it's still 58. My goodness, why is that? It's not affecting anything. Okay, so I have like 35% Polearm's mastery. See that? I'm now level 29. Yeah, go Polearm. Go Polearm, go Polearm, go Polearm. Combat has increased to level 101. How did that happen? It's still at 58.9. So how did my Polearm what do you call this, combat skill went up to level 101? So there is some kind of magic. What is that magic? Look at that. Keep hitting that practice dummy. You dummy. There's a reason why it's called a dummy. It just stands there while you hit it. Anyone know where the Dux is? Oh, look at that. It's Eclipse Maiden. Okay, so another familiar name, Eclipse Maiden. Okay, so look at that. My RAM usage is now at 91%. My goodness, it's slowly increasing. Okay, 39, level 39. Mastery is at 48. I guess at level 40 it will reach 50. See that? Level 40, 50. I don't know how it's affecting the other skills. The mastery thing is, look at that, still 38 to 64. So I'm still confused on how this specialization thing works. I guess not setting this skill to anything other than unknown or unlearn will set all other specialization skills to unlearn, as only one specialization can be studied at one time. Okay, so that's why it's called a specialization. Okay, so you only specialize in one thing. I used to love sword or blade, but the problem with blade is that it uses a lot of focus. Right now, I'm really enjoying what do you call this? Polearm. Okay, it's not as fast as blade, but you know, it has the biggest one-time damage. I'm not sure how you call that, or what it's called, or how to explain that, but there are times when it deals a lot of damage. That's why I like it. And it also hits, if you're using a two-handed polearm, it hits like 4 targets. So it's great when you're getting mobbed. Okay guys, again for this video, I set out and went to Joanna Ford to learn and find the Wilhelm, who is the polearm master, to learn the polearm specialization skill. Next, I'll go to Ardoris to learn the healing. What do you call this? Healing skill or healing specialization. But of course, I can only use one specialization skill. But those are the 2 specialization skills that I'm very interested in. Of course, I'm interested in all, especially blade and heavy armor. Excuse me. But since I'll only be able to use one specialization skill at a time, okay, so I decided to pick polearm because it's the one I'm currently using. Polearm, viva la polearm. Okay, so how is this thing? It's still not increasing. Polearm mastery is at 68. I guess it will reach 70 soon. So I'm going to continue hitting this practice dummy until the dummy dies. Okay, so by the way, I'm using an Ornate Glaive. The Ornate Glaive is the longest polearm in the game. So that's why I was requesting for a lance type of a polearm, because look at that, you can just tweak the glaive a little and it will look like a lance. You don't need to change the animation. You could use the animation the current polearm weapons has for a lance, because look at that thing, it's very long. Okay, you just have to change it into a lance looking weapon, and there you go, you have a lance. But according to Chris Pierce, they have to create a new set of animation for it, which I don't really buy. You don't need to create a very long lance like the ones used in jousting. Those are very long. Obviously you'll need a different kind of animation for that. But for a lance that as long as the Ornate Glaive is very long. It's very long. Okay, look at the polearm used by Wilhelm. You can see that. Look how short that is. Okay, it's like he's carrying a stick. He's poking the practice dummy with a stick. Compared to the Ornate Glaive. The glaive is very long. Okay, so just do a little modification on that and you'll have a lance type of a weapon, of a polearm. Okay, so I'm now at level 61, my polearm specialization skill, and I still don't know how it's affecting the other skill. I'm looking at look at that. I think this one has increased. This one I don't see increasing. This one's like 42 to 69. Let's see if the specialization skill level up. and let's see if this will increase. Okay, let's see. It didn't increase, so I must be just seeing things. Or I could be looking at the wrong stats, because you can see that there are two stats, one for the current stats and one at level 121. Okay, I have the you know, the pull skill, but it's only at level 40. I don't use pull. I want to push my enemies away, so I'll have some you know, space to fight the other mobs, especially when I'm getting mobbed. So I don't use pull. Maybe it's good when you're, you know, fighting one-on-one, but when you are in the mines and you're fighting a bunch of skeletons, you don't want to pull them in. You want to push them away. So you'll have, especially the foot soldiers, or the soldiers, or the fighters. So you'll have like a little space, and it will also give you a few seconds of not getting hit. Okay, looking at my specialization skill is now at 65. Yay! Yay skill! What if I do this? Ah, look at that! It's also increasing. It's increasing at a massive rate. Wow! That's insane. It's insane. It's also draining my experience pool. Look at that! I'm down to 4,400,000. So 59.7. I guess I have to level them all. I don't really know. I'm just guessing. Okay, so my specialization is like level 66, and my polearm combat is 103. It's at 60.5. Nice. $61.2. I'm not sure if this is also using experience point. I don't have a lot of experience. I only have like, I started with like 5 million, a little over 5 million, and now I'm down to 4 million. Okay, so my damage is now at 62% damage. Okay, so I'm down to less than 4 million, 3,800,000. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Stop attacking. Give the practice dummy a break. Okay, now I'm going to go back, or go to Ardoris. So hopefully someone is in Ardoris or near Ardoris, so I could just teleport to that person. Look at that. We have someone in Ardoris. Why did I close the window? Okay, so I'm going to teleport to Ardoris at 92%. I think it will work. So as soon as I get to Ardoris, I'm going to exit the games to refresh my RAM. Okay, that is the only way Shroud of the Avatar will clear your RAM when you exit it. There should be a button in the game that when you click like maybe a trash symbol, a trash bin, when you click that, it refreshes your RAM usage and it clears everything that's not used by the game. It's like that tool in Firefox, because before Firefox uses a lot of RAM, and there are tools that clears RAM usage. So maybe Polearm can add something like that in the game or to the game. It will be very helpful if you can, clear your RAM usage, because the game is not doing that automatically. You'll have to exit the game. So this is going to take a while. Oh, it's already there. My goodness, that was fast. And I'm in Ardoris. Okay, but I'm going to exit the game, sadly. I'm going to exit the game. Live now or forever hold your peace. Please wait. Okay, so I'm exiting the game because I want to clear my RAM. And guys, if you are if you're commenting or posting a chat message in Twitch or in YouTube or even in Mixer, if you're watching this in Mixer or in Periscope, I won't be able to reply because I don't have my browser open. Okay, the only thing that is running, as I've said earlier, is the game, OBS, and my music player. So you are hearing a background music, and that music is The Whip, the extended version by Kevin MacLeod. It's royalty free and it's licensed under Creative Commons 3.0. That means you can use it in your own videos or live streams. But unfortunately, there are music companies or companies out there, especially in YouTube, that likes to play music that they don't own. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for the game to totally exit or clear itself, and then I'm going to restart or relog into the game. And while we are waiting, you see that on the right side of the video are names of towns. We have Outlander Welcome Center, Barons Reach, Barracks, Bladewick, New Britannian Market, Soren Fields, Spite, and what is the other one? And Serenite. So those are towns, player-owned towns and NPC towns in Shroud of the Avatar. And and I have the reason why I have them on the right side is because I have player vendors in those towns. So if you are anywhere near those towns and you're looking for something to buy, go and check out my player vendors. And down there you'll see a couple of links, one linking to Shroud of the Avatar and the other one linking to Extra Life. So if you wish to donate to a charity that helps sick children, just go to Extra Life. Use that link and donate to Extra Life. Of course, I also have my Twitter down there. So go follow me in Twitter if you want to. Only if you want to. Of course, if you don't want to follow me, it's all good. And then of course there's also the URL to my blog. And of course, in the link in the description, if you're lagging in Shroud of the Avatar, or if you're having connection issues, try using WT Fast. The link is in the description of this video. There's also a link in the description where you can buy Shroud of the Avatar at a very, very low price. For example, if you are playing the game using a free trial account and you like the game, but you don't want to pay like $40 for it, well, you can use the link in the description of this video, and you can buy Shroud of the Avatar at around like 50%. Okay, the 50% the price of its what they call this a regular price. So it's like 50% off, something like that. Less than 10. Well, it's not just 50% off because it's less than $10. I don't know how they do that. Okay, I bought like a few. Okay, so I guess I can restart Shroud of the Avatar again. It sucks because whenever my RAM usage goes over 90%, I would exit the game and start the game again. It's very annoying actually. Okay, so the game is loading. The reason for the black screen or the black thing on the game window is that is the game and it's loading. Next, it will display the title screen. You can see it's very slow. It's slower than ever. And okay, so we have the title screen. Okay, click, click, click. A lot of clicking. My goodness. How many click was that? Like, that was like four clicks. And then we click again. Okay, so this time I'm going to learn the life specialization skill. So I already learned the Polearm specialization skill. So eventually I will learn all the specialization skill, but I'm focusing on these two first because I use Polearm every day, especially when I'm mining, and I tend to use a lot of healing. So I want to specialize in Polearm and in healing. Maybe in the future, maybe next month or next release, I'll change my mind and learn something else. Maybe learn or specialize in heavy armor, since I also like wearing chainmail. Chainmail is my favorite heavy armor because it has less fizzle than plate armor. So with chainmail, I'm still able to cast a few magic spells without, you know, fizzling out or fizzling every time I cast. I can even use the death shield with the chainmail, but with the plate it's really hard because it will take like a lot of tries before you can successfully cast Death Shield, which is very popular. I don't know why it's very popular. Of course, the PvP masters will know why Death Shield is very popular. But since I'm just, you know, I'm not a PvPer, I'm just a miner, a merchant. So I focus on those things rather than, you know, fighting other players or, you know, trying to kill the dragon. I have no ambition of killing a dragon. Why would you want to kill a dragon? Dragons are nice. They're part of the world of New Britannia's ecology. Right now I'm just rambling. Okay, so the early access loading. The City of Love. Welcome to the City of Love, Ardoris. So let's go and find the life advanced trainer. But before that, I'm going to take my 500 gold from the very creepy looking oracle. No, of course. See that? So whenever I'm asked about the path of truth? The answer is always no, because when I first played the game, I didn't know about those virtues back in persistence, and I was stealing things from other players. Okay, something's different. Oh, it's right here. We have the Merchant Guild Master. Okay, so not here. The other building. The Barracks. Okay. Look at that. That guy is training hard. And here we have the Water Magic Trainer and the Life Magic. Wait. There are two females in the barracks, in the soldier or guard barracks. Okay, look at that. So we have here some men, and up here we have a couple of women. Okay, there's something wrong with that for some reason. Okay, so let's learn this. Do you want to pay gold? Yes, sir, of course. Okay, I'm going to set it to maintain, of course. You have learned a new skill. Okay, I set this to maintain. Skill for Polearm specialization now set to unlearning. Ah, I see. You can only set one specialization in training. Okay, so it's now maintaining. Okay, I'm understanding this specialization thing a little bit. So why is life magic set to unlearning? Okay, so I set it to maintain, and then if you go to here and you set it to active, the life magic specialization sets itself to unlearning. Oh, okay, so you can't learn two specialization. Why is that? Why you can't learn two specialization? Well, because maybe if you have two specialization, then you're no longer specialized. Anyway, guys, that's it. I just wanted to try out this new specialization skills that were added to Shroud of the Avatar Release 51, and I learned something. You can't have two specialization skills active or set in training. One will be set to what do you call this, unlearning. Okay, so I guess I'm stuck with Polearm specialization for now. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please like the video, share it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel in YouTube. Or if you're watching this in Twitch, please follow me in Twitch, or follow me in Mixer if you're watching it in Mixer, and follow me in Smashcast if you're watching it in Smashcast. Wait, is Smashcast the same as Mixer? No, it's different. Okay, so Mixer was once I forgot the name, Hitbox, and I'm not sure if Smashcast was Hitbox or Mixer was Hitbox, but one of them was Hitbox and one of them was Beam.Pro, and now they're called Smashcast and Mixer. You can also watch this live stream in Periscope. So I guess, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in Shroud of the Avatar. Bye bye.